here I have shown 4 figures. These are the progressive movement of the part it is showing. Okay, even if you want, you can write only one. And the top, this is the work part carrier. This is actually these are the work part carrier. On this, the work part will be located, and this in between one, it is the stationary fixed one, and this is the transfer beam. One transfer beam will be there, and one fixed beam will be there, and the work part carrier will be there. And here they have provided the notch. In this notch, the extended part of the work part holder will be located. And how it works is, this particular beam will be lifted up, and again it will be moved front by means of some pneumatic or hydraulic cylinder, so that it is moving. This particular moving boom is moving like this, one by one. It carries the work part, and this work part will be located in the work part holders. Okay, as the name indicates, walking beam transfer mechanism, this will be a linear mechanism. This is used to transfer the work part from one station to the other station by means of this. And here one beam will be fixed, the other beam will be movable. On this fixed beam, the work part will be located, and you can see that this is a fixed beam. This is fixed to the table, and this particular transfer beam will be lifted up. Once it is lifted, it is holding the work part, and again it is moving front, and again it will come down. So up, front and down. While doing like this, the work part will be moving progressively like this, one by one, but the transfer beam will be moving up to this extent, and again it will be coming back. Okay, and the one limitation is that it cannot be used for meters together. It is very smaller movement it will be used. Okay, it is a simple mechanism. And another disadvantage is that this particular work part holder and all these notches will be specifically done for a particular job only. It cannot be changed. This work holder cannot be changed for some other product suddenly. So that what happens, the work part holder will be used. In this, whatever the shape of the work part may be, that will be located. So this is what the walking beam transfer mechanism. You understood? As shown in figure, the walking beam transfer mechanism consists of work part holder, fixed beam and transfer beam. And the fixed beam is fixed to the table. The transfer beam will be having the notches, and the work part holder is having the notches, and the passion of movement will be moving up, moving front and getting down. So by doing this, what happens, the work part will be moving from one station to the other station. So this will be specifically used for small components. And this disadvantage, the advantage is it is very simple in nature, and the maintenance cost is very less, and the low investment, and it is fixed beam, the fixed one. It cannot be changed or to some other type of productions. The limitations are the length of it is restricted. It cannot be used for meters together. It will be used for only few feet. Okay, and the other limitation is that it cannot be changed out to some other type. See, the transfer, the distance cannot be changed. It will be fixed. Okay, and this is one linear type of mechanism. And now let me come to the Geneva mechanism. Already you know this type of the wheel you have seen anywhere. Have you seen this? In the shaping machine, you can see this Geneva mechanism. Okay, the Geneva mechanism, it is a rotary indexing mechanism actually. And here for this 360-degree, and here I have shown 4 slots. The 4 slots indicates 4 stations. Okay, so 360 divided by 4, it gives you 90-degree. So for each one stroke, it will be rotating, advancing by 90-degree. So this will be useful for 4 stations. And if you want, you can go for the 8. And if you want, you can go for the 12. If you want, you can go for the 3, like that. Okay. And the minimum slots can be provided will be 3. Okay. And 120-degree apart, and maximum can be up to 12. Okay. This is a Geneva mechanism. And this Geneva mechanism is one other mechanism. This is used for rotary indexing table. So in the previous class, I have discussed about the rotary indexing table. And if there are 8 workstations, that means every integrate the fraction of rotation, it has to advance by 45 degree. 360 divided by 8, it will be giving you 45 degree. So like that. Okay. If it is for the 6th rotation, then 360 divided by 6, it will be 60 degree rotation. Okay. This Genoa mechanism will be used for the indexing the tables. That's all. It is used for the indexing the table. And here you will get some problems. Okay. You will get some problems. You will get some problems. And the TC, the cycle time is equal to 1 by n number of rotations. For example, in this case, I have 4 slots. That means 4 stations. So TC is equal to 1 by 4. Okay. And the TS, it is the available or dwell time. Dwell time or available time. See, this is the dwell or available time. Even though it is rotating, the table, see, continuously this Genoa mechanism will be rotating. While it is rotating, this from here, this point to this point, while it is rotating, it will be a dwell time. This dwell time for this particular cam will be indicating the cycle time for the machines, working station. Well, even though it is rotating, it is not rotating the Genoa mechanism. That means to say that particular time will be utilized for the cycle time for the workstation. Okay, workstation. And this available or servicing time or dwell time is equal to TS is equal to 180 plus theta. Theta indicate in this case it is 45 degree divided by 360 degree into number of rotations n. That will be giving you TS. So please remember, dwell time or available time is equal to 180 degree plus theta divided by 360 into n. And the available servicing or processing time. So this servicing or processing time is the time which is required to move the work part from one station to the other station. That means the amount of time it has been taken to move from this particular position to this particular position, that will be 180 degree minus theta divided by 360 into n. That is the transfer time. This is the servicing time. TS is equal to 180 degree plus theta divided by 360 into n, and transfer time is, our servicing time is equal to 180 minus theta divided by 360 into n. Okay. Did you understood? Very simple one case. And here I have taken a simple example. Please look here. A rotating work table is driven by a Genoa mechanism. See, please look here. The earlier had taken you to the indexing table. Okay. There are 2 methods by which the work part can be transferred. One is a linear, other is a rotary. The rotary table, it will be fixed with the Genoa mechanism. That's all. Okay. A rotary work table is driven by a Genoa mechanism with 6 slots. That means 6 workstations can be accommodated. A driver rotates at 3 degree revolutions per minute. The driver rotates at 360 RPM. Find the cycle time, available processing time, and last time each cycle to index the table. Okay. And the cycle time is the 1 by n, that is TC is equal to 1 by n, that is 22 seconds. And the angle of rotation, already you know that there are how many 6 workstations. That means 360 divided by 6, it will be 60 degree is the angle of rotation. Angle of rotation of the Genoa mechanism. And the servicing time is equal to 180 plus 60 divided by 360 into 30. The 30 is the rotation, and the transfer time is 180 minus theta divided by 360 into n. That is 60, and this will be 30. So these are the 1.333 second and 0.667 second. And you can see that the servicing time will be always greater than the transfer time. The transfer time is only, it will be transferring, it will be rotating by 60 degree in this particular time, and this is the dwell time. In this, the whole cycle will be operated. Is it clear to you, that problem? TC is equal to 1 by n. Theta is equal to 360 divided by the number of slots. Okay. And TS is equal to 180 plus theta divided by 360 into n. and transfer time is 180 minus theta divided by 362 into n. Okay, and this minute I have converted into second by multiplying with 60. Did you understood this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very simple problem. Very simple problem. Now, buffer storage or storage buffer. In this only a sub part